Hello everyone, it's Mercy here, and welcome back to the channel. I need to adjust my mic. It looks weird. Okay, that looks a little better. For this video, we're going to be doing the hashtag 5 emotions or the Get to Know Me Inside Out tag, which is not sponsored, but it was created because of the new movie Inside Out by Pixar, and I saw LDShadowLady do this today, June 9th, as where I'm recording it. And I will leave a link to her video in the description below. I know she's probably not going to see this, but I just want to let you know where I found this, and I thought it was an interesting idea to do because, well, you know, I watch other people besides my friends, and watching people actually talk to the community and doing something like this was really interesting, so I thought, why not do it and see what everyone thinks? But I'm going to be tagging people down below and voicing it, so all of them have to do this as well. They can choose to do it if they want to or not, so stick around to the end of the video to see who I choose to do this. So first things first, it is inspired by the movie Inside Out, which comes out June 19th, and it's 5 little voices that are inside your head that talk to you, try to help you do whatever you want during the day, and basically you'll get to understand what my 5 emotions are. And one thing is though, because there's actually 2 people on this channel, aka Azurite and Marcia, because I am by gender, I will be doing 2 things for each of them. Well, each of us, I should say, not them. So, with the 5 emotions, obviously there's joy, disgust, fear, anger, and sadness. I will be displaying each of them for both of us. If you wanted only just one, because there's only one person on the channel, well then, I guess. I probably should just do that instead, but, you know, I'm going to be doing both. So, starting off, we're going to go with fear. So, for fear, Azurite is going to be speaking for this one mentally. One of the things that scares me the most is that, I won't have any friends. And what I mean by that is not that I won't know anyone, it's the fact that they will leave at one point or another. I'm not per se a violent person, but I could be, and that's one of the reasons what I fear is they'll leave because of that. And for Marcia, it's kind of the same thing, is being too extreme. Marcia, in the sense, is like the knight or guardian, and Azurite's like the little child. And like, I don't want to be a stone wall and block everyone out so that they leave. And it's just heart-wrenching when someone actually does leave. Not like if it's on purpose or if it's your fault, but if they choose to, then yeah, it's okay. But if it was made because of you, then it's kind of hurtful and it's something that we dread. Moving on to the next emotion, which I guess is disgust. I'm going to start a little differently than what she had done. For Azurite, disgust happens to be in the culinary region. There's not many things that disgust me, per se. Except when someone tries to make food look horrible on purpose, even though the ingredients are the same as what it should be, but if they're purposely making it look disgusting, I kind of retch a little bit, and I kind of cringe, because it's just, why would you do that to something that's really fine and beautiful? For Marcia, it has to be the fact that, there are many people in the world, as LDShadowLady said, about people in the comments section, or people on any sort of social media that, basically the example of cyberbullying, or harassment, or sexual harassment, or anything. It's disgusting to see that, as a country, the United States, and possibly around the world as well, people don't understand that everyone has emotions and can be subjected, and they fear some of these things. And it's just what I don't want to see. It's just horrible. Moving on to the next emotion, anger. Very easy subject for Azurite. Anger has to ensue when playing video games. Mainly because I suck at certain video games compared to Akito, and I'll use Skullgirls as an example. We recently got this because of Akito, and some of our friends got this as well. The controls in the game aren't that hard, but when you can't do what they're telling you to do in the tutorial, let alone on a keyboard, gamepad, or anything else, it's frustrating. I get angry, I want to throw the keyboard, I want to throw the computer, I want to throw the gamepad all over the place. It's just hard controls that I can't understand how to fix or how to cooperate with, and it's just irritating, so to speak. For Marcia, on the other hand, anger ensues when she tries to be politically correct. So, for example, it's, let's say, my father was saying, oh, this person, this president was blah blah blah, and they never went to college. It's like, no, they went to college because they wanted to go to law and all this other stuff, and I will get really angry because it's like, I have the facts, I took the history class in high school and we learned about this guy, we know what he does, so don't tell me it's not true, it is what I'm saying. It's more like factual information that people often mistake, and I get angry about that because it's like, here, I can show you exactly where it is and what it says. But then, obviously, it's not going to work. Next is sadness, and everyone has this emotion mainly because everyone goes through it in one point in their life or another. For Azurite, sadness has to be the fact that even though I am easily entertained, I am also easily depressed. And what I mean by that is, if anything happens or someone misjudges what I said, and they yell at me for that, no matter what it is, I could potentially just not want to respond and just sit there in silence for God knows how long. And this happens on a daily basis, not like a major thing, but when I talk to some of my friends that I don't talk to all the time, they'll say something and I just won't respond for an hour or two, and sometimes that hurts them, but it hurts me more because I don't like it and it makes me depressed. For Marcia, the one thing that gets me depressed is when I try to help someone, like anyone that's on this channel, or any of our friends, when I try to help them and they say it's not helping, I feel like I'm not doing anything I can, or I'm actually doing 0% of what I want to do. And to be honest, that's actually the saddest thing that I could ever have, is not helping anyone that I tried to help. Another example would be my friend that I talk to on Kick a lot. She doesn't like the way she looks, and every time I tell her she looks beautiful, because she is, and she says no, it hurts more and more. But I can understand why she would say that, because it's her and I don't see through her eyes. And it just hurts all the time, and I just want to help her, but I feel like I'm not. And for the last one, I know I should move on before it gets even more depressing, is joy. Joy is the one emotion that everybody needs to have, no matter what the situation is. Unless it's killing someone, then you shouldn't have joy, you should have regret. And for Azurite, joy has to be dealing with video games when I find something new, or I find something that I never knew about in a game that I've played before. It's just interesting to see that I can continue learning about a game that I've played for so long. I'll use Pokemon as an example. I first started out with Pokemon Sapphire because I didn't know what Pokemon was. I've seen the show, but I didn't know that there were games on it, until my friend said, hey, do you want this? I don't want Sapphire anymore. And the first time I went through the game, I didn't have all the things that I needed, but when I went through it a second time, I had found more and more things that I didn't know existed in the series, or I didn't know that there were other games before it, and all these sorts of mysteries that ensued because of I had to play the game multiple times, or because I didn't know about something from the franchise of Pokemon. And for Marcia, the joy that she gets, or I get, is when someone says that I helped them in some way or some form. Akito knows this really well, and even though he's gaining his community on his own, technically, we're actually doing it together because of our collabs. People are actually watching those as well, and some of my members will go to him. I know that because I've seen some of them over there as well. And it's just amazing to see that I can help my friends and the community members at the same time, to the point where nobody's going to say anything bad, and we have a good community. All of my friends have good communities, and it's just surprising to see that everyone is like this. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this hashtag 5 emotions, getting to know the little voices inside our head, and I know it wasn't the typical thing that I would have done, except I saw this video and I was really intrigued to do it because LDShadowLady is one of my favorite Minecraft YouTubers, and I didn't know that she would even do something for this because I was thinking of doing something related to the movie Inside Out because I am so excited to see that. I went to Hot Topic the other day and they have these little pop vinyl figures, and I bought Joy, Sadness, and I think that's all I got because I have oh yeah, I also got a Harley, but that doesn't matter. I got Joy and Sadness because they're the two most adorable characters from that movie, and I just really wanted to do something about the movie, but she did this, so I figured why not do it. And now I'm going to tag a few of my friends because I want to see what their emotions are, or what they go through on a daily basis, or on a weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever basis. And I just want to know more about my friends, because if we just talk and I ask them, then it's not really gonna like show us anything, or I'm not gonna learn much. So I'm gonna be tagging a few people here. Please note, you do not have to do this. I just really want to see what you guys have to say. So I'm going to go back to Twitter real quick while I am still talking so I can see everyone that's in my group chat and other people. So the first person I did mention in this video is Akito Vermillion. I really want to see what you have in store, even though I know what your anger can be like, and your joy. I want everyone in your channel to understand as well what you go through on a daily basis. HumbleZeus, if you want to do this, again, it is your choice. I just want to hear more information about my friends. Also, I have FiloPixie, AlavasGaming, Ruffles and Sally from WeCanGameIfWeWantTo, Medium Whale, let's see, DawnWhisper, Pinkie's Gaming. Any of you, if you guys want to do this, it's not a challenge, I'm just suggesting to see if you guys want to do this. That's why I'm tagging you in this. And I really just want to see if you guys will go through with it, and so I can learn a little more about you guys, and possibly get to know you more as a YouTuber and as a friend, because I love you all so much, and you are all really amazing YouTubers. So, again, thank you everyone that's watching this video for sticking around through these 13 minutes of boringness. I hope it's not that boring, but it probably is. So, again, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. I shouldn't hit my mic when I say that. Sorry. Bye-bye now!